Afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. It's Monday, September 25th. Previous videos, we were talking about the Social Security tax and Social Security income and that it's going away. And I wanted to talk a little bit more about government spending of our tax dollars, or the misappropriation of our tax dollars. Some interesting stuff that I've been researching here. One of the things is Elizabeth Warren. She's in the Senate. When she first started in the Senate, she was worth $3 million. Now, today, fast forward, she has a net worth of $72 million. That's something that makes you go hum, isn't it? Well, when we look at the Senate and Congress and all of that, more than half of them, 268 millionaires in Congress and Senate. That's just what they show on the books, 268 millionaires. When Congress and Senate and all of that was first established, it was never meant to be a career path. I don't remember going through school and them saying, hey, when you graduate, you could go to college and then you could become a senator or a congressman and you could make millions of dollars in this position. That was never what it was supposed to be. But there are a lot of people who work in the Senate and in Congress who have, insider trading capabilities. There's kickbacks. There's all kinds of stuff going on. And they are making millions of dollars, if not billions of dollars, off from us. And what they're doing with our money when it gets to them, they're supposed to be elected officials that we elect that are supposed to be doing what's best for the American people. Well, that's not entirely the case. Just for instance, the war in Iraq that lasted 20 years, there's a show on Netflix that, goes a little bit into detail about what went on in the war in Iraq. I mean, it cost American taxpayers trillions of dollars, but some of the money that was sent over there was misused by a lot. Basically, from what they said, the gentleman that was on the Netflix special was talking and laughing about what some of the stuff they had spent. They had bought used C-130s for $450 million to give to the Iraqis and the people over there, and tried to teach them to fly them, and they couldn't fly them, and they crashed them, so they ended up getting sold for scrap. So, just wasted. $36 million went into a building that they built over there that was supposed to be for the American troops. It never got used, and as far as I know, has still never been used to this day. It's probably destroyed now. They spent $36 million on it of taxpayer money. Never used. They flew goats, long-haired goats, over to Iraq that cost millions and millions of dollars to try to harvest cashmere off from these goats, and all of the goats died. So all of the money wasted. Our government spends $80 million a year to try to figure out why snails like sex. So that's pretty interesting that's some of the money that they take from us via taxes or whatever goes to that. Just wasted on these stupid programs, which most likely are just fronts for them laundering the money back to their pockets. That's why there's so many rich people in Congress, Senate, and the government. I mean, look at Nancy Pelosi. She has a net worth of $196 million. Joe Biden has several mansions in different locations, and he's vacationing all the time. Those are our tax dollars at work right there. Basically, the government loses $2.4 trillion in simple payment errors every year. Just errors that they make. $2.4 trillion just in errors. That be, Social Security payments, this payment, that payment that goes through the government. 2.4 trillion in simple errors every year of your taxpayer money. They've lost over 2 decades, billions of dollars in duplicate programs that they have going on, that they just over the last 2 decades have duplicate programs, billions of dollars going to these, and they haven't rectified it. In 2022 alone, $247 billion went to improper payments, whether that be COVID money or the vid money, or that be whatever it may be. $247 billion of our tax dollars gone. They spend $1.7 billion a year maintaining empty government buildings. Nothing even in them. They just maintain them, pay the light bill, electric bill, gas bill. $1.7 billion of our tax dollars misappropriated for this. They accidentally spent $28 million on forest camouflage to be used in the Desert War. Accidentally spent $28 million on forest camouflage to be used in a desert war. These are the type of things that our government is spending our tax dollars on. And yet we're on the verge of a shutdown because they can't figure out what they're going to spend our money on next. Currently, we are spending $58,000 to pay the first responders in Ukraine's salary. There's 1 million people a year in the U.S. filing bankruptcy. People can't afford their homes, food, childcare. Americans are losing it all. And we're able to spend $57,000 for these salaries of first responders in Ukraine. I don't think that that's right. We also spend $24 billion a year on inmates that are in there for life with no possibility of parole or on death row. $24 billion a year to house these people. What is the government doing for you and your household and your family with your tax dollars that they take from you every year? In my previous video, we talked about how they're planning to do away with Social Security because they have depleted all of the funds that the American people have put into Social Security. So those benefits will no longer be there when we're old enough to retire. And the current taxes that they take out of us are being spent faster than they can take it from us on frivolous things that they think are beneficial. Basically, what it boils down to is their lavish lifestyles require us to pay their taxes, pay our taxes, so that way they can live those lavish lifestyles. I don't think that it's fair, and I want to know what you guys think in the comments. Comment down below, like and subscribe to my channel, share these videos. Let's get to the bottom of it because, frankly, as an American, I'm tired of it. So let's see where this takes us. Stay vigilant. Don't let them get the upper hand on you. And let's make sure that we vote in 2024 for someone who is going to pay attention to the American people and have a team of Congress and Senate who is going to pay attention to the American people. So like I said, like, subscribe, stay vigilant, and you guys have a good evening.